Exponential growth is defined as a change in any given amount throughout a period of time, increased by any consistent rate. The function of exponential growth is as follows: y equals a, open parenthesis, 1 plus r, close parenthesis, raised to the power of x. A represents the initial amount and r represents the rate through which the amount is raised. Exponential decay is a change in any given amount throughout a period of time, decreased by any consistent rate. The formula is y equals a, open parenthesis, 1 minus r, close parenthesis, to the power of x.
There are several implications in using nuclear energy. One of them is the long construction time and high construction cost for building a nuclear power plant. This is mainly because of the health and security rules it needs to have. Second is that many have lots of risk occurring after an accident. This includes high radioactive emissions into the ocean and the air, harming all the ecosystems surrounding the accident. Last but not least is the nuclear waste. This waste lasts around 200,000 to 500,000 years, and where to leave is also a problem. Until there is a solution for this, nuclear power plants are storing all their nuclear waste inside of steel tanks filled with water and other materials. So there is technically no long-lasting solution for the disposal of those materials. We do not believe it is actually clean. They generate a lot of contaminants, and in any given moment, if an error is made, there is no actual way to stop the contaminants from going into the air. Another reason why we don't believe it's clean is the reason people say it is clean because it contaminates less than burning coal and other fossil fuels. It is not clean anyway. It still contaminates, and there is no reason to say it's clean just because another energy source contaminates more.
Lucero de Gutierrez Barrios, in the state of Veracruz, lies a nuclear power plant. We believe it's not safe. The final tests to check if a nuclear plant works correctly take around 188 days. This one took around 785 days. Also, there is a record of the plant releasing radioactive vapor 13 days after opening. Also, 130,000 liters of water were tossed into a salty water lake nearby, where fishermen allege the shrimp population decreased. Also, Mexico made a hearing where they designated Manuel López Rodríguez, who promoted nuclear energy in Spain and had bonds with people creating the nuclear power plant, to verify if it had adequate security systems. The World Association of Nuclear Operators documented a series of issues in the plant. However, there is no way to know them since 1999, Laguna Verde hasn't published these documents. John Large, a person who read the 1.0 document, established the following. The 1.0 field report suggests that Laguna Verde is deeply directed to an institutional flaw. This institutional flaw is what caused the nuclear accidents of Windscale in 1957, the 3 Mile Island in 1979, and Chernobyl in 1986.
We don't agree with the fact that there is a nuclear plant in Mexico. There were a lot of different ways where they could have invested the $3,500 million, for example, in poverty, tourism, or other industries, or even eco-friendly energy sources. So we don't agree with the nuclear plant, and we are shocked that even with all these unsolved problems in Laguna Verde, they are still planning to install 2 other nuclear power plants in Mexico. Chernobyl accident was due to lack of practice and safety measures from the operators. The tragic event could have been prevented if the right measures were taken. If the operators of the nuclear plant would have had the right training and regulatory oversight, no disasters would have happened. Once the accident happened, there was no way to stop the radiation from spreading. This is due to the nuclear chain reaction which makes it spread. The radiation did not get to spread to Mexico, although it did spread all towards Europe.
There is no way to clean radioactivity. When nuclear weapons are used, radioactivity is released. This radioactivity leaves the soil and the water contaminated for thousands of years. The radioactivity affects humans. Radioactivity has been linked for increased cancer and autism cases. A solution is to stop using nuclear weapons and nuclear plants. Science have stated that if we have a nuclear war, it will be the end of the human race. There are many ways to get energy. We don't need nuclear plants to get our energy. Some environmentally friendly ways to create energy are the hydroelectric plants, windmills, solar panels, and geothermal plants. It was kind of difficult contacting them because we didn't know each other. We made a WhatsApp group to get together. The best part about this project was that we got to meet new people from other campuses.